It's so nice to have so many people here. I think Dr. Subramanian's reputation has had the precedence that everyone has come. And we are all very excited about this very intriguing subject. We are also very excited about this conversation with Amish, Tripathi and Dr. Subramanian. And thank you so much for coming, and we are all waiting for Dr. Subramanian's address.
Good evening, everyone. I'm actually quite nervous about this talk for two reasons. One is that, most of you, I think, are going to be very disappointed, and I give you full license to leave after 5 or 7 minutes, because, you've come to hear me on China, exchange rates, Indian economy, and I thought I would not talk about that, but I'll throw you a crumb of satisfaction that I will say a little bit about that at the end. But this is going to be mostly about, what the title says it is. The second reason I'm nervous is that, I do all these talks on the Indian economy, China, India, growth, etc., monetary policy, etc. And it's not that I'm terribly good at it maybe, but I can speak quite easily because I've done it several times. But this is a topic that I'm actually speaking on for the first time. And so I have all the nervousness of, doing a first event. So I'm very nervous, but also very excited about this.
The question that I have for you is that you'll find in the same countries, often the entire culture has changed completely. But the topology hasn't changed. It's physically, the Nile still floods like clockwork.
So exactly.
What's happened?
Yeah, and I think, that's you've identified a serious limitation of the geography theory of development as well, that, from this, pharaonic tradition and pharaonic religion, Islam came and, religious beliefs have changed. So that's why I think, my own, so take another example, coming to your thing about, topography and religion. So here's a point that Francis Fukuyama, the author of The End of History, that book, which, I think is a great book, he makes this point that China is unique religiously in one sense. Of all the major religions, it's the only religion that doesn't really focus on the afterlife as other religions. And this is not just the Judeo-Christian, but also Hinduism and Buddhism and Jainism. And why is that? And geography can't be the explanation for that, because after all, geography, China, parts of India were the same. And so I think therefore one should, these are all, or to put it differently, when you think about Occam's razor, the Occam's razor principle, that we need sharp, simple-minded, single explanations, it comes with baggage, the baggage of exceptions, contradictions, changes that I think you should, keep in mind. This is what Jürgen Osterhammel said, the sense of proportions and contradictions that I think every social scientist, development economist should keep in mind when he kind of tries to think about all these issues.